Welcome to my channel. So today it's been snowing so much, like I have no idea why. Anyways, because I saw all that snow, it just made me miss home. So I decided to cook a home cooked meal, and one of my favorites is Abenkwan. So I decided to prepare Ghanaian Abenkwan, and Abenkwan can be eaten with anything really: rice, omuto, bangkung, fufu, anything. It's versatile like that, just like me. So I want you to join me in the kitchen as we prepare Ghanaian Abenkwan, and I hope that you get to learn a thing or two from my recipe. I've already bought my groceries. It's a very simple process because I'm using the neat Abenkwan that has been canned already. I'm not going to do all that manual labor where I have to cook the pound. I wash my tomatoes and onions into another pan and I set it on fire. So usually you don't use a lot of tomatoes. You can just use a little, probably like 2 or 3, depending on the quantity of the soup you want. And also for the onion, this type of onion has a lot of flesh. I don't know if anyone feels the same way as me. So I don't use a lot. I just use just one for the Abenkwan. And I set it on fire and then watch it boil over. So meanwhile, whilst it is boiling, I would prepare my spices: garlic, ginger, onions, and then some thyme, and blend them so that I can use it to steam the meat that I'm going to use for the soup. After it is done blending, I will turn it over into the pan that has the meat, and I'll give it a good stir afterwards. After this, you can decide to add some salt, just enough for tasting, and you add some seasoning. So this particular seasoning, my mom brought it from Ghana. It's really good. It has garlic, it has thyme, it has pepper, it has chili peppers, it has ginger, every seasoning that has been bottled. So I add just a little bit for flavor as well. And these are Maggi cubes that I add to the food. So at this point, my onions and tomatoes are boiling very well, and I just quickly go in and add some prekese, that's how it's said in my Ghanaian language, to the meat. And then I also add momone. I don't know how you call that in your local dialect. This is momone that I also add to the meat for tasting and flavor. It's more like a secret ingredient. So I quickly blend the tomato and then the onion that are done cooking. I blend everything together. This is me putting everything into the blender to blend it. So like I said earlier, I'm using the neat Abenkwan in the can. This is how you crush it. So you just quickly put it into another saucepan, add some warm water to it, and then you just mix it this way until everything dissolves into the consistency you want it. So you don't make it too watery, also you don't make it too thick. Just add just enough water to mix it so that it's mixed properly. After this, I just quickly checked on the meat and then the prekese and the momone to see if they've been seasoned well or if they've been steamed properly, so that I can go in with the blended tomatoes and onions, and I give it a good stir as well. To keep adding warm water until you get the level of the soup you want. Pour in the mixed neat Abenkwan paste I made into the soup and then leave it to boil for like 15 minutes. And yeah, basically that is it. As soon as it's about to be done cooking, I go in with my dried fish and salmon that I put in the oven earlier to grill. And now all the fish and all the meat is cooking perfectly well together. And this is the last bit of the soup. So this is how my Abenkwan came out. It's absolutely my favorite soup amongst all the Ghanaian soups. And you can also mention in the comment section how you prepare your Abenkwan with meat Abenkwan. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it, and do subscribe and share the video with others. Thank you.